Is the Chime app a scam? Is it not a scam? Does it make sense? Should you get it? Should you not get it? Now, I do have to give you guys a disclosure. I'm not one of these reviewers that you probably seen on YouTube reviewing this app and tell you like, hey, you know, get the app. You get 50 bucks. I get 50 bucks. If you notice in my description down below, I have no link, no affiliation, no referral code, and no incentive to actually give this app a good review or a bad review. Just to clarify that. And I do have to warn you guys. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down every single detail, the pros, the cons, and everything you can possibly think of. And if you're easily offended, because I'm going to be like super raw, super honest about everything. So if you're easily offended, I recommend you don't watch this video. But if you want to hear the truth, if you want to find out the pros and the cons, if you want to find out who the target audience for this entire app actually is, and if you want to find out exactly what this app is actually about, then I recommend you watch the end of this video. On top of that, we're actually going to give customer service a call and find out all the answers directly from the source. So stick around if you want to find out exactly the pros, the cons, and who's the target audience, and if this app actually makes sense, and if it's good for you or bad for you, or even if it's a scam or not. Now guys, if you don't know me, my name is TommyBryson. I'm an accountant and I make YouTube videos every single day. Yes, I said daily content, app reviews, well, financial app reviews, making more money, passive income. I talk about all these things that are important to you that you probably never learned in school, because neither did I, okay? On top of that, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video, which is literally every single day. And if you're excited about this video, like I am, hit the like button and let me know, because every time you like the like button, it really helps out the channel. I really appreciate it. And I want to ask you guys one question. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about the Chime app so far? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Comment down below before I actually start telling you guys all the details, all the pros, all the cons. I actually want to see what you guys think from a marketing perspective and just see like what they actually made you think about the app before actually even registering for it. So let me know in the comments down below. So now that you commented, the first thing I want to do is clarify one thing. Tommy, what's the Chime app? How does it work? What does it promise you? And the answer is this: it's an online bank. No fees, no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, and it also pays you 2 days early, which is very different from all the other apps. And on top of that, it promises you an app card that allows you to actually invest money, well, save money, and actually build up your savings all at once. Now, I do want to clarify one thing, okay? And it's that now that you understand what the Chime app is, I want to tell you exactly who is a Chime app actually targeting, okay? What's the target audience for this entire app? Who are the customers? And the answer is this. If you didn't know this, people that live paycheck to paychecks are the customers for Chime. Now, if you don't understand this, think about this, right? If an app has one overall feature, which is basically get paid 2 days early, who do you think is actually worried about this? People that live paycheck to paycheck, okay? And if you didn't know this, they did a very good job at making this one of the overall features. Why? Because around 80% of all Americans today, 2019, 2018, live paycheck to paycheck on a daily basis. Now, I want to ask you one question. Do you think you want to be a part of this app when you know that the only reason they're actually targeting you is because, hey, one, they make money from you, and second thing is this: the main aspect of the entire app is, hey, guess what? You get paid paycheck to paycheck. How about we help you get paid 2 days early, and you're still gonna have the same problem, but now you're expecting your paycheck 2 days early. And that's a big, big problem when I think about it. And if you really have self-control, if you don't really care about your paycheck, usually someone that's in control over their finances puts everything on a credit card, gets all the points, and pays it off at the end of the month. But if you're thinking about paycheck to paycheck and that's your entire situation, and the only reason you want to get this app is to get paid 2 days early, that's not a good sign of financial stability. Just to clarify that. That's why I want to make sure. By the way, I'm not offending anyone. A lot of people out there going through a lot of stuff. I get that. But in reality, listen, paycheck to paycheck, no one wants to do that. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Trying to put you in that space to tell you like, hey, this is not the best app ever. And just to clarify, guys, just to explain everything, I remember when I was in college, by the way, I think a lot of college students are going to get this app because of the 2 day early paycheck. I remember when I was in college, I was working for Gap and also my school, and getting paid 2 days early would have made a huge difference, but that's because I didn't know how to manage my finances. So it's kind of like, hey, we understand you have a problem, so we're going to enable you even more. Comment down below if so far this makes sense. Do you understand what the Chime app is, what the target audience is? Comment down below. By the way, do you also understand why I don't really like the aspect of getting paid 2 days early is the entire main aspect of the app? Comment down below. Let me know. So now that you commented, the first thing I want to do now is actually call customer service and ask them some of the hard questions like, hey, how do you actually get paid? How does this money actually get delivered 2 days early? How does all this stuff work? How do I deposit money? How do I do all this stuff? Like probably all the questions you're asking, I'm going to ask them right here. And then after that, I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons and what I actually think about the entire app. So stick around till the end of the video. Let's call them right now and actually find out exactly what's going on. By the way, it is Tuesday. It is 1 p.m. and it's still business hours, so let's call them and see what's going on.
Thank you for calling Chime. If you have an account with Chime or have tried to set up an account, press 1. If you do not have a Chime account, press 2.
I don't have one.
Thank you. Please listen closely to the following menu options. To learn more about Chime, including how to bank without fees and get your paycheck up to 2 days early, press 1. If you're having trouble creating a Chime account, press 2. To verify a Chime member's bank account, press 3. Press 9 for all other questions. Press star to hear these options again.
Okay, so far, by the way, I hanged up because the robot just kept answering questions that I didn't ask to answer. And so far what I'm getting is that they have a robot answer every single thing I'm trying to ask, but I don't understand. Like, I want to talk to a human, so I'm going to call again and act like I have a card with them already and see if I can actually get connected to customer service. So let's call again.
Thank you for calling Chime. If you have an account with Chime or have tried to, please enter the phone number associated with your account, starting with the area code.
Customer service. Oh my gosh, what is going on here?
We couldn't find a Chime account associated with that information. Please enter the phone number associated with your account, starting with the area code.
This is the second time I'm hanging up to call again because, again, I'm not getting put through to anyone. So let's call again and see if I can just play around with the menu options as you get put onto someone that's a real person. Let's try again.
If you have an account with Chime or have tried to... Thank you. Please listen closely to the following menu options. To learn more about Chime, including how to bank without fees and get your paycheck up to 2 days early, press 1. If you're having trouble creating a Chime account, press 2. To verify... Federal regulations and bank rules determine who can open a Chime account. We do not have additional details on why an application was rejected and are not able to make exceptions to policy.
Okay, so here's what I got from this whole conversation with this AI robot or whatever it is, because you can't even tell it or just like talk to it or anything like that. It just like gives you a whole bunch of options. You have to go through everything. Now, the first thing is this. I don't appreciate when a company has a cell phone number or a phone number, whatever you want to call it, for customer service. But when you call, you're talking to a robot for the whole time. There's no way to actually press 0, to press start, to press anything, to actually get connected to a real person. And I don't appreciate that. Okay, especially if I'm a new customer, or I want to become a new customer, I want to be able to talk to someone on the phone as soon as possible. Okay, now, second thing is this. I had 10 questions to ask them. Usually I have all the answers to these questions. I'm just going to answer them myself. The first question I was going to ask them is, how does direct deposit actually work 2 days early? Now, here's what I've been hearing, okay? Here's what I read online. What I read is this, okay? Basically, when your employer pays you, they pay you usually like on Wednesday. Your bank usually holds the funds until Friday. Then they deposit it to your bank account. That's how Chime says it actually works. So Chime, instead of holding the funds, just deposit into your account ASAP. But here's another thing. I spoke to someone on the account side like a long time ago on another app, and they said basically Chime puts the money from their own money inside of the account, and then they take the check once they verify it, and then they take that money. So basically, they pay you first, and then Chime takes the money from your actual pay, and then they use that to actually pay themselves. Now, I can't confirm that or deny it, but according to Chime, they just like don't hold the funds and they just like deposit it immediately and just let you have access to the money before anyone else. Now, the second question is this. Tell me, how does cash deposit actually work? And the answer is this. Most online banks don't accept cash deposits. And when they usually do accept cash deposits, there's only one way to actually do it, and it's using Green Docs Network. Now, here's what happens. Whenever you go to like for example, like a Rite Aid or one of these places that are participating, you have to pay them $4.95 just to deposit cash into the account. Now, that's why I think their entire market thing is to get like people that have their deposit already set up, people that aren't really going to deposit money. Now, second thing is this, interest rate on the savings accounts, because here's the thing. This entire company has a whole bunch of like little things saying like, hey, we can help you save money, okay? But if you're helping me save money, thank you. But if I can't save money and earn money from my money, well, I know you're earning money on my money, then why would I even save money with you? If you don't understand what I said, basically, guys, it means that whenever you have money in the bank uses the money, leverages it, make monies off of it, and then they should give you like a percentage. That's the savings accounts rates. But this company only gives you around 0.01%. So the savings account rate for Chime is 0.01% according to NerdWallet's. And if you're asking me, that's terrible, horrible, doesn't make any sense. SoFi 2.25, Vero actually 2.80% with direct deposits. And why would I come here and get an account and get 0.01% on my savings? Maybe it goes back again to the entire thing of me saying like, hey, it's paycheck to paycheck. Those people aren't even saving money in the first place. So why even offer them a big rate, okay? And I don't really like that. Not at all. Not a big fan. not so far, to be honest. Fourth thing, how do you make money with no fees being charged? The answer is this. Well, whenever an overdraft actually happens, they don't accept it whatsoever. So it never goes negative. So you never actually have to worry about like putting their own money in front just to make sure your payment actually goes through. And here's how they make money. According to Chime, they make money from you actually buying stuff with a debit card. And that makes sense, but by you actually holding money inside the account, they should also earn money by that too. So there's several ways they can actually leverage your money to actually make money from your money. Now, I get it. You have no fees, no monthly fees, none of that stuff. That's great marketing, but everyone else has that. Your competitors are not traditional banks. They're online banks, and every online bank already has that, okay? So it's not really such a big feature to me. You're talking about paycheck to paycheck people, and in reality, not a big fan of that. Now, the fifth thing is this, cashback. How does it work? Now, according to Chime, there's not a lot of data on the website about cashback, how it works, but I'm presuming, from my experience, that usually they might have some retailers inside of the app that allow you to get to that store, that allow you to go to that store and actually get cashback for it. But I would just rather have a debit card, kind of like Discover, that allows you to get cash back from your debit card and just like get money all the time, 1%, 1.5%, rather than me having to shop at the retailers you actually want me to shop at. Because I know one thing, if I'm getting back 2%, 4%, even 10%, you must be getting back a lot more. So you're making a ton of money, but you can't give me any like just regular like cash back. Don't like that. Sixth thing is this, customer service 24/7. According to them, the email is 24/7, but I'm usually sure that usually when you're emailing companies, it takes between 10 to 24 to 48 hours to actually get a response. But the phone service, the phone customer service line is open 24/7 because a robot works there 24/7. Okay, guys, come on. It can't be serious, okay? If I can't talk to someone on the phone, at least like during business hours, like what does this mean for the business? Okay, there's something that they're not doing correctly to actually have customer service on the line to actually just answer some questions for new customers or old customers. Okay, very important. Now the seventh thing is this, ATM fees. How do they work? And I'm very sad to actually tell you this, ATM fees, they do have them, but the most kind of frustrating thing is this, okay? If you use an ATM outside of I think they have a network of like 33 or 36,000 ATMs, and usually companies use like the all-point ATMs. And here's my thing, if you don't use one of their ATMs, they're gonna charge you $2.50 on top of the fee that the ATM actually charges. So imagine you're at like a bar, right? You're at a bar, you're dancing, you're doing whatever you want to do, and then you're like, okay, I ran out of money. Let me get some money from this ATM. You put it in, well, the ATM charges $6, and then guess what? Chime is also going to charge you $2.50. Not a big deal, but it is a big deal because companies like SoFi and Acorn have debit cards that actually give you free ATM reimbursements, unlimited worldwide. Well, Acorn is in the United States, SoFi is worldwide. Anywhere you go, you get free ATM reimbursements. And I really appreciate that because, hey, it's an online bank. There are no branches. So I want to get my money back for taking money out. I shouldn't have to pay for that. And you shouldn't be charging me, okay? It doesn't make any sense. Now, the eighth question I wanted to ask the customer service agent until I got a robot was, can I use Chime to actually pay my friends through Zelle, Venmo, or any of that stuff? And the answer was probably going to be no, because I just checked the entire like Zelle like network, and they say like, hey, Chime is not listed here, so probably you can't use it with them. And usually this is because, guys, these companies just don't associate with them. And usually, guys, here's the thing, right? If they don't use Zelle, they usually can't use Cash App or Venmo, but they usually can use PayPal. It's kind of like a prepaid card, and it kind of just turns me off, just like let me use all the stuff I want to use. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna say like, hey, Tommy, you can't use Zelle, but you can send money directly to your friends, like to their Chime app or whatever. Like, that's great, but how long does it take? Oh, like 1 day or like instant if they have Chime. But if they don't have Chime, 1 to 3 business days, no, I'd rather not. No, thank you. Now, the ninth thing is this. This company does not have checks. Now, you might say, Tommy, I don't even sign checks, bro. Like, what are you talking about? But if you are a business owner, or if you just want to like use this account to like have checks and stuff like that, just in case, well, you can't do it. The only way to actually do it is to contact them and they send a check on your behalf. Don't like it. Very limited. Number 10, foreign transaction fees. According to the internet, they say they don't charge any foreign transaction fees, but I know for a fact that Visa charges a foreign transaction fee 1%, okay? But the company might not charge a foreign transaction fee just for the marketing, but I know for a fact, again, that Visa charges a foreign transaction fee usually of 1 to 3%. Just to clarify that. Now, let's pretend like I just asked all that information to a customer service agent. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like these questions are good? Do you feel like these questions are bad? Do you think these questions are, what do you think about the answers to these questions? Okay, comment down below and let me know. So the first thing I want to talk about, guys, now is the pros and the cons. What do I like about the company? What do I not like about the company? I want to clarify something. I don't hate Chime. I think they have a few good features, and I actually want to talk about it right now. So what are the pros? What are the cons? Here we go. The first pro is this. You get paid early. All right? You get paid 2 days early. But that only matters if you work paycheck to paycheck. That's what I'm saying, okay? So if you're super happy about getting paid 2 days early and it's because you really need the money, then you should really think about having a budget and getting control over your finances. These are usually bad signs of financial stability, just to clarify. Second thing is this. They have no hidden fees, no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, and no required minimum balance fees. That's great. Again, good job with that. But your competition, SoFi, Vero, Simple Bank, they all have these features, okay? So you're not special by doing it. You have to do something that sets you apart. And the only thing that sets you apart is that you're targeting people that live paycheck to paycheck, which is around 80% of all Americans. And third thing is this, guys. I really like to have an auto savings feature. And this is called basically like, okay, so for example, if I spend money on my Chime debit card or whatever, and I spend like $1.25, well, they take that 75 cents and then round it up and put it in my savings accounts. The only thing I don't like about this is that, hey, the savings accounts only give me around like 0.01%. If it gave me around like 2.25, maybe 2.50, maybe even 2.59, I'll be pretty happy about that. And yes, there are savings accounts out there that give you this stuff like Vero, 2.80%. SoFi 2.25%, Wealthfront 2.57%. Okay, so the competition is there, and you guys are still offering 0.01%, but you want to say you're not like traditional banks, but you're not offering a decent rate. I don't like that at all. Now, the fourth pro I really like is this. Whenever you get paid, you can actually automatically take money from your paycheck and put in your savings. I really like that feature. It's pretty cool, And what I don't like about it is that, hey, the interest rate is super low. So fix that, guys. I'm serious. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Number 5, great educational articles. Now, I have to admit, for the first time ever, when I visited this app, their website, I saw so many blogs, so much content, so much learning opportunities in this blog, and I really like it, okay? So you guys are doing a great, spectacular job with informing your customers on how to make more money and all this fancy stuff, and I really like that. So whoever is writing those articles, like, good job. You guys are doing great. And Chime, good job for actually including that in your entire service. I really appreciate that. Like, teaching your customers how to save money and all that stuff is great, but you're just teaching your customers like how not to save money with you, because in reality, they won't save money with you because you have the worst interest rate ever in America. Now, by the way, I don't mean that like statistically like fact, but you guys have a terrible interest rate compared to your competition. Just saying that. Number 6, FDIC insured. Again, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool pro, but all the competition also has this too. So it's cool, but everyone else has it. Okay, so now here we go, guys. Let me know what you think about the pros, and let me get into the cons really quick. So the cons are this: no cash back. I would want to get cash back if I spend money on my card. I want to be able to get cash back for just spending. That's pretty cool, but not at places that you want me to spend, but anywhere I go, I just want to spend money and get cash back. Now, second thing is this, guys. Savings accounts, the interest rate, again, is very low. Third thing is this, cash deposits. I can't deposit cash, and if I can't deposit cash, they're going to charge me a fee to deposit cash. I don't like it. Well, Tommy, if you have an account with Chase, how about you just go there, deposit the money in Chase, and then put it into your Chime account? Well, why would I want a bank that doesn't let me bank without another bank to actually let me bank with them? Doesn't make any sense, okay? Let me know if that makes sense in the comments. Now, number 4, bad habits. If you need 2 days early paychecks, usually, again, bad signs of financial stability. Check yourself, get a budget, and if you need any help, again, guys, like 100% I'm serious, okay? If you need any help, comment down below or DM me on Instagram at TommyBryson. I'll help you make an entire budget for free, and I just want to like teach you exactly how to get out of this entire loophole, okay? Because it's not cool, 100% not cool whatsoever. So I want to break that loop. So if you need any help, again, just DM me on Instagram at TommyBryson. Now, number 6, ATM fees. Again, if an account out there charges you an ATM fee for not using their entire ATMs, that's great. But on top of that, you're actually charging me a fee on top of the subcharge fee. Doesn't make any sense. And I don't like it at all. So comment down below, guys, and let me know. What do you think about the pros, the cons, the customer service call we just did? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about the app so far? So now, here are my final thoughts, guys, and I want you guys to listen. And Chime, if any of your customer service agents is actually listening to this, make sure you guys understand this, because my entire goal here is to put out there what the bad stuff is, what the good stuff is, keep doing the good stuff, but also improve on the bad stuff, because if you keep doing this, people will leave your services, and my goal isn't to like put you out of business. My goal is to have you guys create a great product for great customers, and people need great products, okay? So that's my goal here. Number one, here's what I think is gonna happen to Chime if they keep this up. One, they're gonna dominate the entire paycheck to paycheck scene, because a lot of people out there, again, guys, I might tell you I'll help you with a budget, but a lot of people will a lot of people out there won't really even want that. They just want to live paycheck to paycheck, and yes, you'll dominate that, but you won't be able to make a ton of money from that, okay? Second thing is this: if you offer perks, cash back, and all this fancy stuff, and like a high interest rate on your savings accounts, people will keep your money inside of the accounts. Well, people will keep their money inside of the accounts, and on top of that, people will spend more money. So in reality, you'll end up making more money on the long term, okay? Third thing is this: they'll just use your account, the Chime account, to get paid 2 days early, but they won't actually keep their money with you. They'll just like transfer it as soon as they get it into their regular bank and put it into their savings accounts and all that stuff, and then you'll just be like a middleman to someone else, and you don't want to be that type of product at all. Now, here's what I think, okay? Here's my advice to Chime. Number one, I want to clarify something. The only thing that sets you guys apart is one, 2-day early paycheck. Two, that's it, okay? So in theory, if Vero, SoFi, Simple Bank, Chase, any of these companies like offers this product, you'll lose like half of your customer base, because on top of that, those other companies, well, the online banks that I mentioned, have a higher savings accounts rates and have better perks than what you offer. So if that's the only thing that's keeping you away from the abyss of like losing all your customers, then I recommend you guys start stepping it up, because anytime, anywhere, Vero or SoFi can just like put this into the system, and then what you gonna do now, huh? Like, okay, what are you gonna do? Like, you just be a product that used to be cool, but now everyone has it, so now you're not cool. Second thing is this: raise the savings accounts rates. Again, guys, you guys make a ton of money. Well, you will make a ton of money by having people put their savings inside of your account and actually holding them. You can get interest on that, right? So for example, if you get a person and you make this account and you get all this roundups and like automatically like paycheck deductions and all that stuff, and you put in goals and stuff in there, well, guess what happens? Now people are saving their money for longer periods of times, and now you can actually make more money off of that. Tommy, what rate do you recommend? Well, anywhere between 2.25 all the way up to 2.57. That makes you really competitive, and people won't really care that Wealthfront has this big account. Like, nobody cares, okay? But people will say like, hey, Chime gives me this, but for now, people just say like, hey, I just get paid 2 days early. That's about it. Number three, reimburse ATM fees and stop charging people for using ATMs. Again, people should access their money for free all the time, anywhere, okay? If they can't use your entire ATM network, let them use anywhere else, okay? You don't want people to have a reason to change their account to somewhere else that actually gives them reimbursements on their account. Number four, offer a cashback incentive. If you offer 1% cashback or 1.5% cashback on a debit card, and you might put a limit of maybe like $75 a month, listen, people will spend more money with their entire Chime debit card, and then that gives you more money in your pocket. So it's all about leverage. Right now, you don't have a lot of leverage, and if someone steals your idea of this 2-day paycheck, whatever, you're out of business, 100% guarantee. So in conclusion, guys, do I recommend Chime? Do I not recommend it? I recommend that if you need Chime, you get a budget, okay? That's my overall thing. If you need Chime, get a budget. Do I recommend Chime? No, I don't recommend it. Do I want to recommend Chime? Yes, I want to recommend it, but I don't, because it's not a good product yet. So guys, if you liked what I had to say in this video, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. On top of that, if you like this video, hit the like button. It helps the channel out a ton. You won't believe how much one like helps the channel and helps the entire video, okay? I really appreciate when you guys actually like the video. On top of that, if you want to DM me one-on-one, again, I made a promise. I'll help you with a budget for free. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll give you my entire layout. I even have a video here on YouTube for free, and I'll give you all my secrets. You can make your own budget. You can have control over your life, and you won't need an app like this ever in your life, okay? So just DM me on Instagram at TommyBryson. On top of that, if you want to talk to all of us here, just join our Discord. Again, Our Discord is only going to be open for the first 100 people. After that, it's going to be closed for the entire year. Once it's closed, we won't open it until the next year. So get in while you still can. The link in the description down below. So just check out the link. Get it while you can. And again, I have no affiliation with Chime. No reason to actually recommend the product. No reason to actually not recommend the product. And I don't have a referral link at all. Okay? So if you watch any video, someone telling you, hey, just sign up, you get 50 bucks, don't do it. Okay? Doesn't make any sense. Don't do it. And again, guys, I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Thanks for watching, and peace.
You've got to start at the bottom if you're ever gonna